This will shock you, but new data shows that the net cost of going to colleges is no longer going up. I mean, they may list a fake retail price for tuitions, but there's such resistance right now for multiple reasons. One, demographics. We have a smaller number of people coming to college age. And so colleges have fewer people to fill their classrooms, enrollment's falling at any number of universities. And the universities know they have a pricing problem. Plus, people are learning how deadly student loan debt is. So colleges are making deals, relatively speaking. And so tuition costs versus family income as a percent of family income declining now. And so it is not as dire a story as it was. But there's a dilemma so many families face. And that is it worth it to pay extra to go to what seems to be a prestigious college? Or is it better to hold the costs down and hold the borrowing down? Well, according to research that's been done by a number of researchers, and there was a really nice write-up about this in the LA Times, that the major that your son or daughter, or if you yourself are the student or would-be student, the course of study is much more important than the prestige of the university. So if you are going after a skill that is in high demand, STEM, and you are getting that skill that is in high demand in a variety of engineering, science, tech, medicine, to name four broad fields. If you are getting a skill set that is the workplace really values and pays nice money, you can go to a local college, state-supported school with very low tuition, and maybe never have to borrow a dime in student loan money. You can go into the military and use benefits you receive from serving your country as a way to thank you back to you, to provide you with educational benefits and avoid student loans. You can do my thing of going to community college for a couple of years and then transferring to a 4-year for junior and senior year and reduce the cost of college by an enormous amount. And something that's become very popular in most of the nation's states is 4-year colleges that are designed kind of like community colleges in terms of their cost structure, but 4-year colleges where you don't even have to worry about transferring somewhere else. And these 4-year colleges, which are a big deal in California, Texas, and Florida, 3 of the nation's most populous states, and have forever been a thing in New York State, you can go to a 4-year state school that you could commute from home. But even if it feels a little like high school, you're in college at very low cost, and you're coming out with a degree. People from the Northeast U.S. are familiar with CUNY, what used to be called CCNY. It's City University of New York. It's one of the largest public college education systems in the country. And the tuitions are crazy low. And this kind of idea has spread more and more of the United States is a way for school to be extremely affordable leading into a good career path. And I'm not even mentioning the opportunities that exist that don't require college, but I've covered that a lot recently, so I won't get into that now. One thing I want you to avoid, like the plague, private student loans. Private student loans. The interest rates and terms on private student loans are so hideous, it's why they account for only 7% of the loan market. 93% is in the federal student loan program. So the marketplace has spoken, and the taxpayer subsidies, right or wrong, provided on student loans make them so superior, so preferable to private student loans. Do not take them out. And last thing, if you are in federal student loans, you've now had to resume payments. Know that there are a number of ways now that are brand new that did not exist prior to COVID, the COVID holiday that started back in 20 and continued for 3+ years. The new payment plans being offered are far more favorable to students than were offered before. And the rules on ultimate loan forgiveness in return for meeting your commitments to pay loans, far more clear and far more accessible than they were before. If you're not aware of this, you don't know what's available to you, go to the website of the U.S. Department of Education and look at the availability with the new student loan payment plans, because odds are they fit you and fit you well.